You know, through school, I found lots of subjects really tricky. I wasn't the most academic person, and almost every day was a battle with myself to make sure I was good enough, to make sure I was getting better and better, and actually proving myself to other people that I was good enough and that I can get better. And I've always been a very motivated person, so school for me was a huge deal, and it was something that I was really passionate to actually pass and see change in and want to be better because I thought it would determine my future. Maths specifically was a real barrier for me. It was an area where I struggled every day for years and not really saw a whole lot of change in. It was an area of my life where I struggled a lot to have determination and motivation to pass my GCSEs. It was something that no matter how hard I tried, I would fail and fail over and over and over again, and very rarely actually saw much breakthrough, which was really discouraging for me and felt like I wasn't quite good enough and felt like I had to compare myself to other people in that area. Despite this, it was an area that I was so motivated to see change and to pass my exams and do better and be better and learn more. When it came to my GCSEs, I failed my maths, I got an E, and I failed my English as well, and I got a D in that, and I had to retake it multiple times over the next following years when I was at college. And being at college, doing the course that I had to do for my GCSEs, I saw so many people who completely lost hope in themselves and given up and just lost hope that they can do it, they can pass their GCSEs. And it was really discouraging to see that because I wanted to be someone who was motivated, and therefore that my motivation would motivate other people and hopefully inspire them to do the same. But it was really discouraging to see that so many people were there because they had to be, not there because they wanted to actually break through and actually improve and actually pass their GCSEs. After so much hard work and consistency I think it was my third time I passed my maths. And like I said, through college, I was so determined and motivated to pass, and seeing other people who didn't have that motivation really discouraged me. But that also motivated me more to say, if they've lost hope in themselves, hopefully I can motivate them by showing if I can pass, then hopefully they can as well. But just giving them self-hope, giving them the hope that they need to believe in themselves to actually pass. But still, throughout school, this same discouragement, this same loss of hope that they were feeling, I felt that as well in my classes, and it was so hard to keep up hope, to keep up positivity, because it was an area that I was constantly failing in. And I know what it's like to give up and to fail, but it's all about pushing through and just keep going and pushing until you see breakthrough. Now, I know this is easier said than done, trust me, I know that I've done it. I've had teachers tell me the same thing. But if you can push through, if you can believe in yourself, if you can just have that mindset of determination, of motivation, of pushing through with, yes, I can do it, then it doesn't matter what any area of your life it is, whether it's maths, whether it's sports, whether it's business or personal life, it's something, if you can push through and believe in yourself, then there's more likely that you can actually see breakthrough and change in that area. So, in the wise words of Mr. Will Smith, he says, "Failure is where all the lessons are. That's where growth is. Practice is controlled failure. You get to your limit and push until you get through it. Failure helps you to recognize the areas you need to evolve." And I thank God that He's given me this attitude of motivation, because I've seen other people being inspired, influenced, and impacted by the way I've treated my work and my attitude towards not giving up and pushing through. And I still struggle in times of giving up and giving in, because it's really difficult, because we're all human. But if you can just have that motivation to push through, then you can see change in whatever area it is that you're struggling with. But I just want to encourage you to keep going, keep pushing through until you see breakthrough. And it may be longer than you think. There's no date set on it. But if you just keep going, I want to encourage you to keep going, keep pushing through with whatever it is that you're struggling with, and you can get there.